story is 9 minutes. So it's twice as long as the song that we're going to play that is getting this introduction. So I'm going to really try to be like a teacher. I did go to school for 5 years to be a teacher, so I'm going to try to focus. In 1970, there was a girl, me, who wrote a poem, a beautiful poem about Lindsay and me. It was, you know, in the 70s, we were in San Francisco. It was the time of your life. It was Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix, and Grace Slick. Couldn't have been better. We were having a fantastic time. We'd been in a great band. We'd opened for all these bands, and we thought we were living the life. Anyway, so we decided to go to Los Angeles to get a record deal. So we did. Took the poem and many others, probably. And we got a record deal, and we made the Buckingham Nicks record. And it went very well. It took us 3 months. It came out great. We loved it. It was terrific, except that Polydor Records dropped it 3 months after it came out. So, Lindsay and I, back to square one, back to being a leading lady. Not good. We were so devastated we didn't even know what to do. So what do you do when you're a struggling musician? You start another record. So we conned the wonderful people at Sound City into giving us free time, which they did, and we started making the Buckingham Nicks Part 2 record. So this is when we took that poem and put it to music. All this time, you know, we lived in houses full of cassettes, little tiny houses, millions of cassettes. And this song was on a cassette, and it got lost. And we think somebody stole it and copied it, and kept it, and then brought it back and put it where they found it, somewhere on the floor. And then it got lost again, so it was lost twice. Then, in 2010, some friends of ours were on my least favorite thing, YouTube, and there's my song, floating around on YouTube. So I get it, that, you know, I say, well, get it off YouTube and give it to me, and so I can show it to Lindsay. So we do. I play it for Lindsay. I go, do you remember this song? And he's like, well, Stevie, yes, I do remember this song. That's you and me singing. It's me playing. I'm like, can you believe it? So we got the song done. So we decided to record it. So we did at the end of last year. And when we recorded it, he looks bored, but he's not. He's enjoying this. He told us. So Mick said, don't forget to remind the audience that one of the things that I was totally attracted to about you guys was the way that, you know, Lindsay plays and you guys sing in total counterpoint with each other. And that is, I think, what makes Lindsay and I different, is that we have this kind of counterpoint thing. And he said, so remind the audience that that's one of the first things that I heard that I loved about you guys. And I'm like, okay. Put it in my head. So for the first 3 weeks, I told this story, and the end is where it changes. And I said, so this is what he was attracted to. And one night, in front of 15,000, 16,000 people, Lindsay says to me, but that's not really what Mick was attracted to. And I'm like, okay, I know what you're going to say next. What they needed was a lead guitarist. And nowhere in the words lead guitarist did it say lead guitarist and his hippie girlfriend. So, this is where I always throw it over to Lindsay, even though he doesn't really want it. Then...
Are you throwing it over to me? And, let's see, well, you don't always throw it over to me.
Well,
Okay. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So yes, she is right. Mick, we had met Mick only once, and he had heard 1 or 2 of our songs. And about 2 weeks later, I get a call from Mick saying, Lindsay, and I say, yes, Mick. Would you like to join Fleetwood Mac? He says. And I said, well. Mick, if you take me, you gotta take my girlfriend too. That's what I call loyalty.
He's throwing it back to me. Okay.
But, no. I mean, clearly, it worked out.
So then I would like to take this moment to thank the boys, to thank Lindsay for saying to Mick, I can't join your band to be your lead guitarist if you don't take my girlfriend. Thank you, Lindsay. I'd like to thank Mick Fleetwood for asking him and then me, both of us, to join this crazy band of crazy mad dogs of Englishmen that went on this 37-year trip and ride. Thank you so much for that. And I would like to thank John McVie, my favorite bass player in the world, for just going along with the whole thing and said, just bring the girl. The end of the story is the song, the poem is called Without You. We recorded it, and it is recorded almost exactly the way it was in 1974. So you can actually hear who we were before this all happened. And it's called Without You.